This conference will now be recorded.
Okay guys, here in this session I'm going to start a very much important topic of account receivable, that is dunning. Okay, so here we'll explain what is this dunning all about, then how to configure this dunning program, and there are lots of other things also. Now, so if you talk about dunning, look at here guys, it's a process which is used to send reminder to the customers for their outstanding amount. Okay, now we'll talk about, if you talk about any give me 1 second. Okay, so now here uh, okay, so now it's a process which is used to send reminder to the customer for their outstanding amount. Now I'll tell you guys what is happening here since we are using ERP, right? Okay, now there are lots of customers. Customers in the sense like maybe 5,000 customers are there, 10,000 customers are there, 4,000 customers are there, right? Whichever customers are there, these all customers like are buying the end product of a particular company. Say for example, we are taking example of Tata Motor. So Tata Motor is also having several customers. Now, so here I also told that whichever organizations are there, every organizations in every organization, most of the transactions are taking place on credit basis. Okay, most of the transactions are taking place on credit basis. So what are those transactions, guys? They're payable or receivable. Now here we are in receivables, so we'll talk about receivables. Since I said like Tata Motor is having several customers, Tata Motor is also selling certain end product to the customers. So even here also credit sales will be there. It means product is going to be delivered today, but the payment will be expected or payment will be received after 30 days, 45 days, 60 days. It depends upon the negotiation. As per negotiation with the customer, the payment is going to be received by Tata Motor. Now here, whichever customers are there, whichever customers are there, all the customers are not going to make payment on time. Okay, there'll be few customers who will not make payment on time. Might be due to certain reason. It's taking some time, or there'll be some delay in payment. So now, if there is a delay, then what will happen? Then we have to send a reminder to the customer. But the problem is sending reminder to the customer is like, first of all, we have to find out how many customers are there, and even in a particular customer also there are lots of invoices. So which invoices already become overdue, or it is already crossed, like it become overdue by a margin of 10 days, 15 days or 20 days, right? So for those invoices only we have to send a reminder to the customers. So here in SAP what is happening, guys? It's not like that manually we are going to. Earlier, it used to happen. Earlier, people used to find out these all things manually, and this is why huge team was working, and they used to find out these all things manually. Then the lots of typists also will be there in an organization. They used to type a letter, isn't it? And that was posted, that was being couriered or sent to the what to say customers and all by post or whichever the medium was there in those days, right? Right now, what is happening, guys? Now the what to say things become advanced, and here in SAP itself, we are having a program called Dunning. So what is happening, guys? Once we run this Dunning program, what is happening? System is going to find out all the overdue item which is still unpaid. Okay, whichever the overdue items are there, which is still unpaid, those are going to be selected by system, and the automatically a dunning letter will be generated by system. And if you want to take a printout of that, a printout can be taken, and that can be couriered to the customer. If you want to convert into soft copy, in the sense PDF or Word, that can be generally PDF itself. A letter will be converted into soft copy, and that can be mailed to the customer, right? So these all things are possible. So first of all, what is happening? The first thing is like we have to configure this dunning program or dunning procedure. Okay, we have to configure as per our requirement. Then only we can run this dunning program. So how to configure this dunning, that I'll let you know, guys. Here there are certain terms. These I'll explain, but let me log in. Okay, so let me log in first. Okay, now here, what is happening? Uh, we'll create the dunning procedure first. It means we'll configure the dunning procedure first, and then there are lots of things to understand over there, guys, that I'll explain. Dunning procedure, how to configure this dunning procedure? Use transaction code FBMT and press enter. Click on new procedure. Give your procedure code, description. Okay. Now, what is this dunning interval in days? Okay. What is this dunning interval in days? So here, generally what is happening? Let's suppose we are having an invoice worth of 1,000 rupees. Okay. So now here it become overdue or it become due on 25th of November, it become due. Okay. Then after, so as per procedure, we were supposed to receive payment on or after 25th. After 25th, after 25th doesn't mean that we are going to receive payment after 2 years. After 25th means might be after a day or two. It means after 2 days, after 3 days, after 4 days, isn't it? We receive the payment. If not, then what is happening? Then we have to send a reminder to the customer. So let's suppose we are going to send the first reminder. Let's suppose on this date, we have sent first reminder. First reminder, just make it in shortcut itself. So on this date, we are going to send a first reminder to a customer. So here system is saying that dunning interval days means what? What should be the interval, in the sense what should be the gap between first reminder and second reminder, isn't it? I'll tell you guys, if we have sent a reminder today, it doesn't mean that tomorrow again we are going to send a next reminder. Logically, we have to give some time to the customer for payment. So we are going to wait for additional 10 days, 5 days, 15 days, 20 days. It depends upon client, whatever they are going to say, that we have to specify here. This is why, guys, configuration means what? We are going to configure as per client requirement. So we will ask that if you send the first reminder, then what should be the gap? How many days gap you want to keep in during the first reminder and second reminder? Client will say take 10 days, 15 days, whatever they are saying, we are going to keep. So let's suppose we have kept 10 days, right? Now, then we have to number of dunning level. Number of dunning level means what? Number of dunning level means after 10 days means here, let's suppose on 11, on this date we are going to send the second reminder. Now, so on which date? 11th, we are going to send second reminder. Now, here, number of dunning level. Number of dunning level means what, guys? Number of dunning level decide that how many reminder can be sent. Let's suppose we are having, this is the invoice amount. So we have sent one reminder. Customer has not made payment. We have sent second reminder. Customer has not made payment. We have sent third reminder. Customer has not made any sort of payment yet. So what does it mean, guys? There should be some limitations of this reminders also. It's not like that we keep on sending him, keep on sending reminders years together and there is no payment from customer, right? So we also have to, decide like how many reminder are we going to send. Okay. So here, let's suppose 3. or 4. Okay, and there will be interview questions. People will ask that how many maximum reminder can be maximum, how many maximum number of dunning level can be configured or set. I'll tell you guys. So look at here. The length of this field is 1 digit only. And what is the highest number in 1 digit? That is 9. So maximum we can set here 9 only. But generally in real time it is 3 or 4 or 2. I have kept 3. Then apart from this, there are one more thing which we are going to specify, that is grace period. Okay. Now grace period means, why are we going to give this grace period? I'll tell you. Generally what is happening, this item become due on 25th. Okay. And if you run this dunning program, it is going to select due or overdue item. Okay. Due or overdue item. So here, let's suppose this item become due today, and if today itself we run this running program, then what is happening? System is going to select even this invoice also for payment. Or let's suppose if it is we are running this on 26th, so this item become overdue, but with a margin of by a margin of 1 day only. So if you send reminder for payment against this invoice, then the customer is going to be irritated. They'll say that, Arey yaar, yesterday itself this invoice become due, and today itself you send a reminder. At least have some patience. Give us some time, right? So for that, we are giving them a grace period that we are going to wait for 5 days. Okay, if the item become due today, we are going to wait for 5 days for the payment. If we could not receive payment within 5 days, then we are going to send a reminder. Okay. Now, there are a few more things, guys. Okay. Here, apart from this interest indicator, no, we are not going to use because we are having some penalty kind of things which I'm going to configure here. Public holiday calendar standard we are going to use here, because this calendar will be set up by HR. And what is the use of this calendar, guys? I'll tell you. Now, 5 days. 5 days means what? 5 working days, right? If you say 5 working days, then in between, if Saturday, Sunday is falling, in between some pujas are there, isn't it? Or national holiday is there. So out of these 5 days, like let's suppose 4 days due to some festival or something, some holidays are there, then how many days client got or customer got? Only 1 day, right? So if 5 working days, then how system will come to know that how many leaves or how many holidays are there? So this is why this holiday calendar is going to be assigned. So system will come to know that what is the 5 working days and all. Now, apart from this, apply a check mark here, standard transactions dunning, and nothing else. A reference dunning procedure, automatically it is going to be same here. If you press enter, look at here, press enter, it becomes same. Now, what is the logic behind reference dunning procedure for text? That I'll explain after some time. Once I once I use this one, then I'll explain this logic. Okay. Now, this dunning level, click on first. Look at here, guys. Now, if you click on back button, okay. So system is saying that if you run a dunning program, okay, let's suppose this 1000, same amount. it become due on 25th. 25th. So 25th is first day. It means 0 day, right? And 5 days we have given. 5 days we have given. 5 days we have given a grace period, right? So 5 days we have given grace period. It means fifth day onwards we can. So fifth day we can raise our first reminder. Then second reminder after 15th, after 10th. It means 5 plus 10, 15. And third reminder plus 10 means 25th day. This is how we can send. Okay. So if you click on dunning level, this is what it is saying. Days in arrear means what, guys? On which day first letter is going to be sent? On fifth day. Second letter is going to be sent on 15th day. Third letter is going to be sent on 25th, right? And here calculate interest means if you're going to calculate any sort of interest and all on these items and all, then what is happening? We can apply a check mark here that interest is going to be calculated from level 1, 2, 3, whichever. What I said, guys, now people are charging penalties and all. Okay. Uh, Nothing else apart from this. Here we are going to click on minimum amount. No, not on minimum amount. Then we have to click on charges. Charges. Give your currency, INR, and here I'll explain what is the logic behind this. Okay. So first of all, give level, dunning level 1, 2, 3. Okay. So charges means what? I said penalty we are going to apply. This penalty can be in terms of amount and percentage both. Percentage is not preferable, guys, because if the amount is huge and if we are going to give 5%, 2%, 1%, then what will happen, guys? If the amount in crores, then penalty will be there in lakhs, right? So generally what is happening, people are going to charge penalty in lesser amount only just for the courier charges and all. So here let's suppose 100 rupees on first level, 150 on second level, and 200 on third level, or else make it in round figure. It means first time 100 rupees penalty, second time 200, third time 300. Percentage also can be given. Now, here I have given this. Now, one more thing. Let's suppose this 100 rupees, 200 rupees, 300 rupees penalty we are charging. Let's suppose there is an invoice which is having a very small value. And for that also, if we are going to charge, if we are going to apply such kind of charges and all, then that is not logical, right? Because if there is an invoice worth of 500 rupees, and for that if you are going to apply a dunning charge 100 rupees or 200 rupees, then it's a very huge amount, isn't it? Almost 20% or of entire this 30% of entire amount, right? So here we can restrict like 100 rupees, 200 rupees, 300 rupees, whatever charges we are penalty we are going to apply, or whichever penalty amount is there. So we can specify that this penalty is applicable on which amount. So let's suppose I have given 500. We are saying that penalty will be applicable on the amount which is greater than 500, right? This is what we have specified. So these things will be decided by again your client itself. The client involvement is required, guys, here while setting up this dunning procedure, because for each and every what to say feedback or input we have to be taken from client itself. Now click on minimum amount. Here, give your currency, press enter. Now, again, 1, 2, 3. What is here, guys? Once you run this dunning program, okay, then this dunning program is, let's suppose, and if you found that very less number of amounts are due, isn't it? So why to run a dunning program if the amount is due, only 500 worth of amount is due or 1000 worth of amount is due? So we can specify a minimum amount. We can specify a minimum amount if the amount is, if the outstanding, if the total outstanding or total whatever overdue item is less than that amount, then system will not run this dunning program. Because why to run this all program if the outstanding amount or overdue amount is hardly 500 or 1000, right? So here I'm just going to specify a minimum amount, 500, 500. Okay. Now there is one more thing. And this is the most important thing to understand here. There are lots of things, guys. Uh, Let me click on dunning text. There'll be one development related requirement I'll share you guys. Now give your company code TM02 and press enter. Okay. So here click on new company code and give your company code and press enter. And apply a check mark on both. Save it. Click on back button. Click on yes. Again press enter. And then once again click on dunning text. Give your company code and press enter. Now this is what it is coming. So here what is happening, guys? Generally here there is a requirement of, there will be involvement of technical consultant. Okay, what technical consultant will do, guys? Technical consultant is going to set up a dunning form. Technical consultant is going to set up a dunning form. Okay, this dunning form will be set up by technical consultant. What is this dunning form, guys? Dunning form means, let's suppose if we run this dunning program, then system is going to, as I said, like system is going to generate a reminder letter. So what is the format of this reminder letter, guys? Letter means what? System is going to generate a letter. That letter consists of what? Certain fixed text will be there. Dear customer, this is to notify you. This is to notify that so or so invoices are overdue, become overdue by a margin of this and this date. Kindly make payment to avoid the penalty or something. Isn't it? This kind of letter is going to be generated. So how it is going to be generated, guys? So first of all, those whatever the fixed text or variable things are there, in the sense like I'll tell you generally what is happening. I'll show you guys that later also. So first of all, there are certain body text will be there that is going to be fixed only. Dear customer, this is to notify you that your uh, amount, okay, your amount. So this much things will be fixed, and after that the amount, how much amount, that will not be fixed, right? That will be like, that is that value is going to be taken out from somewhere. I'll tell you how it is. So what, right now I'll just explain. So here whichever the text is going to be appear on this dunning letter and all, or whatever the dunning letter is going to be printed, how, where it is coming from, right? That is coming from here, this text itself, this form itself, right? So who is going to develop this form? The form will be developed by your technical consultant, but right now we are not having any technical consultant. So what will happen, guys? We are going to give standard form, standard form. Okay, now just do one thing, click on back button. Now save it. Okay, now double click on this. Now here, I'll tell you guys, I told like what is the use of reference dunning procedure for text, right? What is the use of reference dunning procedure for text? Now here, let's suppose we have defined already we have defined a dunning procedure for Tata Steel TS02, and in that already we have assigned dunning text, right? So if you want to use the same dunning text, in the sense the same form if you want to use, isn't it? For this Tata Motor also, then we can give a reference can be given of Tata Steel here. While defining for Tata Motor, we can give reference of Tata Steel. So here dunning text might get copied. This is my assumption, guys. This is my assumptions because practically I haven't seen this, but that's what I heard, that's what I know this, which I'm sharing. But generally what is happening, guys, in real practical, it is not possible. Why? Because every company codes they are going to every company codes are going to uh, they would like to develop a different dunning form company code wise, isn't it? Tata Motor is a separate entity and Tata Steel is a separate entity, right? So Tata Steel might have a different contents, Tata Motor might have different contents, right? So what is happening? The dunning text is going to be developed for every company code as per the requirement. It is going to be developed. Now we'll do one thing. Just save it. So what we have done, we have created a dunning procedure. What we have done in dunning procedure, guys, we have given all the criteria. Criteria in the sense like after how many, what should be the different gap between first dunning letter and second dunning letter. That we have specified in dunning interval in days. How many reminder we are going to send? 3 reminder, 4 reminder, isn't it? That we have specified in dunning level. We have given a grace period also. Grace period means what? If this invoice become due on 25th, then what is happening till 5 days? Till 5 days, there is no any reminder can be sent to the customer. After 5 days only we can send a reminder. I'll just do one thing, guys. Now it's time to perform testing. But before performing testing, what we have to do, whichever dunning procedure we have created, those dunning procedure supposed to be assigned somewhere. Where to assign? Use XD02, go to the customer master. So I clicked on a different one. Okay, what is the customer master? Gives you TM02. Okay, this is not, I think this is the customer master. Just press enter and assign the dunning procedure. Where to assign dunning procedure? Click on company code here and then click on correspondence. Here we are going to assign our dunning procedure TM02. Save it. Save it. Now we'll do one thing. We'll check this customer. FBL5N. Press enter. Customer account. Let me check. Open item here. There is no open item, right? I'll just do one thing, guys. Now we are going to perform a testing. So I will what we will do, guys, we will do one thing. We are going to post an invoice worth of 2000 here, and and that is going to be posted on 01/12/2018. Okay, this is the one. I will post, there is one more amount, 3,000, and that is going to be posted. The posting date will be 25/11/2000. Two invoices I'm going to post. Okay, and then we'll run a dunning program and we'll see what is happening. So use transaction code FB50, sorry, FB70. FB70. Give your customer and give your invoice date 01/012. Here also same 01/012. How much? 2,000. And here GL amount also 2,000. Press enter. Period 9 2008 is not open. Let me open this. Let me open one more screen and use OB52 for TM02. What is my posting period variant? TPPV. I guess it's not there. TM02. Slash NOBY6. I'll check which posting period variant we have assigned against TM02. So our posting period variant TPPV, right? Slash N OB52. I think TPPV is not there or what? Yeah, it was not there. So 1/2018, 12/2018. Okay. And here, have we made a mistake? Yes. If plus and then enter. And remove this one. Then save it. So posting period error was appearing. That is why I have opened the posting period, guys. As I told, that this was formatted. That format has done. That is why we have lost all the settings. Now let me press enter. Now terms of payment, we are going to give 0001 standard, so that now we'll post this. Okay, and once again we are going to post the same customer 25/11/2018 with the amount of 3,000. So give your amount 3,000, GL also 3,000, guys, and amount also 3,000. Press enter. And here we are going to give standard terms of payment. Now let me post this one also. So what I have posted, guys, I have posted two amount worth of 2,000 and 3,000. Now look at here, execute. Okay. Now the question is, look at here, both amounts are overdue. Both amounts are overdue. So my question is, once we run this dunning program, then here, which amount is eligible for dunning run? Is it only 2000, only 3000, or 3000 plus 2000? Which one is eligible for sending reminder? You tell me, guys, what is your understanding? Which amount is eligible for dunning reminder? 2000, 3000, or both? Everyone, I'm asking feedback from everybody, right? Everyone
Sir, I
say
think
something.
sir, I
2000.
think both transactions are not eligible for dunning program because in the grace period we have considered 5 days. So
Are
it's
not
coming.
eligible for dunning
Hello,
program.
sir, are
Yeah,
you
tell
able
me.
to hear me? I think both amounts are not able for dunning program. We are not able to send reminder to the customer because we have given the grace period as a 5 days. If the document it is from, it will be the 50 is the grace period. So 2000 amount. It's not. It will not accept. And
Okay.
coming to second transaction 3000, the document is 25th, and the due date is and the grace period coming to the grace period it is 30th date. And for that also we done only 3 days grace period additionally regarding
No,
the
what
interest.
is you what you are saying that both items, both invoices are not eligible for dunning run, right?
Right, right.
For sending reminder. Okay. Remaining people, Satyavati is saying 3000, Nikita is saying 3000. Anybody else? What about others? No reply from others. Say something, at least 2000 itself, 3000 itself, or both, isn't it? Venkat is saying 3000. Ritesh, Manisha, Amit. So you guys are not there in the class. Anyway, so ठीक है. I'll just tell you guys one thing here, that why not to see practically, isn't it? As per our procedure, as per our configurations, the configurations we have done correctly, right? So we'll do one thing. We'll run a dunning program itself. How to run? Use transaction code F150, F150 /N F150. It is, the screen looks like automatic payment program. Okay, screen looks like automatic payment program. So here, run date will be today's date. Here we are going to give an identification code TM02A. Anything can be given. Status, parameter, no parameter maintained. Click on parameter. And here dunning date. Okay, and document posted. What is the dunning date, guys? So give current date only. And document posted up to. This is also current date. It means till now, whichever document is posted, till that system is going to find out the eligibility. Give your company code TM02 and give your customer number. We can give unlimited customer number, guys. Okay. If you want to give unlimited customer number, it means all customer, give like this. System is going to, if you're having huge number of customers, right? If you want to run for all customers, if you want to run for particular customer, then give your customer number. Okay. Now, free selection. What is the use of free selection, guys? There is a use of free selections that is already I have explained during APP. The same use of free selection is here also. Additional log, once again, we are going to give this customer number itself, nothing else. Just save it. Now click on status and click on schedule. Output device. Output device will be LP01. Click on continue. And here start immediately we always have to select. Then click on schedule and press enter, enter. Now what is happening? You can click on log, Dunning run log, or else why not to see sample printout itself. Click on sample printout, select LP01 and press enter. And here you need to click on that display. Click on display. If you click on display, system is going to show you the picture. Look at here, guys, the print preview 1 of 1. It means only one page. Now come down and have a look. Look at here, guys. So whoever has said 3000 is eligible for sending reminder, that is correct. Logically, it's pretty simple, guys. Look at here. I have given in the configuration what I have given. How many days grace period? 5 days only. But this one we have posted on 25th, right? And it is going to be due on same day. So it become due on 25th itself. 25th plus 5, it means let's suppose 30th, and we are running on 3rd. So this is already crossed. Even whichever the grace day we have given, that is also we have crossed, right? But this is posted on 1st, and still we have given grace day 5 days. So it means it is going to be due, or it is going to be eligible on 5th or after 5th, right? So which is why system has ignored this 2000. Why? Because still under grace period. But this 3000, the grace period is also crossed, which is why system has selected this 3000 for sending reminder, and these kind of letter will be generated. These kind of letter will be generated. Okay. And arrear, days in arrear means, look at here, the document number, your document number or so-called invoice number, your date, currency, amount, due date, it become due on this date. Arrear means what? The what is the margin? It become overdue by a margin of how many days? Or days in arrear means the difference between, what is the difference between like 2 days? It means run date and due date. That is going to be updated here. And this is what? Level 1, the first reminder. Okay. Here, look at here, penalty has been added. That is 100. So what is the total? 3100. Balance of account 3000, in the sense like original amount is 3000, including penalty it is 3100, right? So there are few more things which I have to add, like how we are going to generate these letters and all. That is also is going to be covered in next session. And even there are some more things, some more scenario I have to add. So here simply I just covered like how to configure a Dunning procedure, isn't it? And finally how to run this Dunning procedure and all. But apart from this, there are few more things which I have to add. Okay, so that will be added in the next session. Okay, that is going to be added in the next sessions. So in this sessions, simply how we have made the configurations and a Dunning simple run I have shown you guys. Okay, few more testing we have to do, or few more things I'm going to add in the next session. That is going to be covered in tomorrow's sessions. So that's all here in this session, guys, and that's all for today.